Alright, let's go again. Can I make it 3 in a row? So after that quick Morris Smith, which the opponent just played knight c6 too, so it was a bit of a disaster from the opening, which helped. Okay, Morfina. I think I'll try King's Engine defense actually. Okay, good old King's Engine. E5. Now knight c6, all but moves, provoking the centre to be occupied. I think knight d7. Knight d7 used to kind of inspire me when John Nunn played this. You know, either knight e8 or d7. Now here there is a plan, potentially an old plan. I'm not sure how good it is now, to play like this one, knight g8 and bishop h6. To just get rid of the dark square bishop first, before indulging in f4 and g5 and stuff like that. So I'm going to try this plan. Actually, I'm not really sure if it's still played like this anymore, but okay. So those dark square weaknesses are an opportunity now for me for various checks. For example, knight b4 check would win that knight. And also I can play now f4 and g5 without concern that I'm going to be left with a terrible bishop. So there's a few bonuses. I think I'll play f4 now. So knight b5 Queen-b6 check. But then there is knight f2 actually, so maybe I've just blundered there, allowing an infiltration, which is a shame. I guess I might have knight c5 but then b4. Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. Rook b8, knight c7, knight c5 might be okay. I'll try for that. I'll try for that, yeah. The knight can go to e6, but I'm going to take it with the knight on c5. I guess b4 in that line, but then takes. It doesn't seem that clear. So, okay, knight c7, ready and waiting for it. I guess also I can just take on b2. Or b4 in fact. If b4 and I just take on b4. So is this knight really that good to come to c7 now? Can I just take? Why can't I just take it? Has he been overexcited by that possibility of knight c7? Carry on with the kingside attack, I guess. G4 here looks as though it loses a pawn for not much. Maybe some more preparation. Knight f7, h5 and g4. Right. So light square out attack. Okay, I might take that actually. So it looks as though g4 is not going to happen anytime soon. So instead, maybe I'll try and play on the queen side, rook c8, where I shouldn't be playing because white usually has the advantage on the queen side. But in this case, the dark squares, I love this invasion possibility on the dark squares. I think Fischer had 1 or 2 games like this with the queen able to come in like this on the dark squares. This knight on f7 is not bad either, protecting that d6. Right, so if I take queen takes, is that any good? Or do I want to play rook c6? I think maybe rook c6 actually, because that would hill d5 if he ever took on c6, like taking towards the centre. So I'll hill that weakness in effect. So rook c8 to follow, I think. And if it takes, maybe I'll seriously consider b takes. Okay, here though, I don't know. It looks good. Rook takes and queen e3 looks good. Things to consider. Well, rook takes and queen d4 looks good. So a lot of these dark squares look good. So it started from this knight g8 bishop h6 plan, which I think is an old King's Engine plan. Alright, if rook takes though, I do get some c-file pressure, which is annoying for white. If b takes, I have the probability of d5, but it just seems too passive. So I'm going to play this. Because, you know, it would take ages for me to play d5. So here, just, I don't know, queen... If queen e3 though, then there's serious problems with knight b4 to d5. So maybe a5 first. So trying to take care of this d5 weakness. Should I answer the phone or just wait? I'll call back, I think. Hopefully the phone stops in a minute, so please ignore the phone. So I'm just going to play for g4. I think. Right. Or am I really playing for g4? I suppose if I undermine e4, if white takes, then knight g5. So from that point of view, it's worth it. But what about queen e3 here? Is that worth considering? Queen e3. In fact, maybe I should have done it the move before the phone started. I'll do it now because the knight, pardon me, hasn't got b4. So okay, if he takes, he's going to have to protect the knight, surely. Didn't have anything strong there. Can't take the rook. So how is he defending this knight? Okay, so he's potentially coming in via c6 position, but here, why not just play g4? I think this knight holds the fort a little bit. So I'm trying to undermine e4 now. In fact, takes, f3 might be good. Otherwise, g3 is going to be dangerous. Form pawn, Thorn. I've talked about those in the classic game videos, these form pawns, but fg, f3, I don't know. Or even just knight g5. But knight g5 is leaving the king maybe a bit exposed after queen c6. So maybe f3 first to try and rupture some lines. Okay, I'll have my form pawn now, g3. Thanks very much. So that queen looks fantastic now in the dark squares. And this queen is like tied down now to the back row. So in fact I could test that now with d5. So it takes and saying you can't take that because of queen e1. I think I'll do that now. Also stops knight c4. So good stuff. If I can drag this d pawn forward, that would be good. Right. So what's next? d4 coming up? Well, it'll be very passive. Okay, I think d4 is a good idea. Although knight c5 to e4 is a bit of a pain. On the other hand, knight d6, I could contest the e4 square. If knight c5, maybe knight d6. I think I might try that. Usually in the Kings, knights on e4 are good, but there's so much pressure on white's position there. I think it's irrelevant. It's not as relevant, in this scenario. So this is looking good for potential 3 in a row if I can win this game. So d3. I don't know what's white's doing there. I'm playing d2 and queen e1 if unchallenged. I don't think that white can challenge that. He's resigned. So let's have a quick look at that. So I played classic King's Engine plan of first trying to get rid of this dark square bishop, so leaving these potential weaknesses. Then inviting inadvertently the knight to c7. Oops. Inadvertently inviting the knight to c7 later. But it wasn't so dire because of the previous dark square bishop exchange. It seems knight c5, it looks okay in this concrete position. So the generalist moves were punished in this particular position, especially now with the queen coming in. It's great, and the pawn g3 makes the queen even stronger for tying white to the first rank. This d pawn just creates a winning game very easily. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave any comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.